Some of the most Googled health questions have to do with hiccups. Yeah, that's right, hiccups, which this is a surprise to me, by the way. And I also have to say, as a family doctor, this is one of the reasons why I became a family doctor, because I love stuff like this, you know? So we're talking about hiccups today, and you know I'm going to ask you to write in the comments how you get rid of hiccups and what you do about hiccups as well. Let me tell you why hiccups occur. So the first thing is there's two parts to the hiccup that you should really know about. The first part deals with the diaphragm, which is a muscle that sits at the base of the lungs. It's pretty much one of the main muscles used in breathing. The first part of the hiccup is this involuntary movement of the diaphragm. And usually that's caused by the diaphragm getting irritated by a few things. I'm going to go into that in just a second. The second part of the hiccup is the hit. And that hiccup sound is caused by a quick closing of the vocal cords, right? Super interesting, no? So that's the cascade of events, the involuntary movement of the diaphragm and then the quick closing of the vocal cords that causes the hit sound that creates the hiccup. Now you're probably saying, well, why is my diaphragm getting irritated? What's causing the irritation to cause this involuntary movement? Well, there are a few things. Now you might recognize some of these. Eating too quickly or eating too much can actually do it. Eating hot or spicy foods, drinking carbonated beverages. I actually sometimes get the hiccups when I drink carbonated beverages. Drinking alcohol can do it. Feeling anxious, nervous, or excited, a bloated stomach. Of course, there are certain medications can do it. And some people have certain underlying medical conditions that can cause this. There are also situations where, say, abdominal surgery can contribute to hiccups and things of that nature. So it's a really, really long list. But I'm wondering if you know or can isolate when you tend to get the hiccups, or if maybe you don't know. So either way, let's get into the next part, which is how to get rid of the hiccups. Now, I actually get rid of hiccups by drinking gulps of water like this. I don't know if you can see it, but like I'm gulping down the water in gulps, like boop, boop, boop. That always does it for me, like totally foolproof, gets rid of hiccups without a doubt. But there are other things that people do. It's suggested that you could breathe into a paper bag, drinking or sipping a glass of cold water. Now that's room temperature, but honestly, as long as I'm drinking water in gulps, my hiccups will go away. But this source says drinking or sipping a glass of cold water. Some sources suggest holding your breath. Of course, as the doctor in me does not want you to hold your breath too long, so be careful with that one. And some sources also suggest gargling with ice water. Okay, so I did go to WebMD to see what they had to say, and they actually say that you can try to swallow a teaspoon of sugar, which, by the way, I'd never really heard about that. There is a suggestion of pulling on your tongue, which I think is super interesting. Now, there's no definitive proof that these work. These are things that have worked for different people, so I think it's a matter of what works for you that is also safe. Keep in mind that if you hiccup and are hiccuping for a long period of time, we're talking days, you got to see your doctor about that, because generally hiccups do go away on their own after a very short period of time. So even if you don't do any of this stuff, they should go away as well. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you like this video, please share it with other people. I will see you again soon.